Hey guys, it's Plum. Welcome back to another speed build, and today I have a 4-sim family home for you guys. I initially wanted this to be like a starter home, but I ended up spending I think like 80 or 90,000, so that's not gonna happen today, but we're powering through, and hopefully I'll be able to make like more starter homes in the future because I really struggle with that because once I get into building, I just don't care about the budget anymore. I don't know if you guys can relate, but that's just me. And I also should probably stop using these dream home decorator couches, like these modular ones. I pretty much use them in every build, which is probably a bad thing, but whatever. I mean, I love them. They're nice. They're just very like customizable and stuff. So I keep using them. Right now, I'm just fixing up the wallpapers in this one, and I never use this wallpaper, but I ended up using it because I've been inspired by a couple of builds that I've seen lately. I've been really like obsessed with Karen and Connie Gaming. I don't know if you know them, but they're like a really cool like pair of twins, and they're is that the right term? Like pair of twins? That sounds weird, but yeah, I've been watching them a lot lately. I've learned about them on like IG Reels, and then I just recently discovered their YouTube channel, and they're growing like on a rapid pace, and I think it's very well deserved. Like they are like on top of like super entertaining, they're also like really great builders, and I have been obsessed. So I've just been watching a lot of their builds lately, which is why I've been inspired to do this build actually. So yeah, I've been like inspired to do like a little like some different stuff here and there, but I ended up doing like sticking to my comfort zone a bit, and I really have to work on that because I keep making the same stuff. But I don't know. I feel like I decorated this space a lot better than before watching them. So if you guys have been like struggling with building and stuff, I would recommend watching like simmers like that you are inspired by, and that's probably why you're watching this video. I mean, not to say that you're inspired by me or that I deserve to be like inspiration or anything, but maybe watch like better builders, if that makes sense. But that's what I've been doing lately, which is why I've been into building a lot. I'm probably gonna get back into cast soon because I have been also like watching a bunch of like cast stuff, but for now, building is my favorite. So yeah, I've also learned this trick wherein, the trick where you kind of remove the spot where you want to put your clutter, and I learned this trick from them that you can actually like place a floor lamp kind of where you want the clutter item to be so that you don't have to guess where you're going to put your clutter item, and that's come in real handy for this build. Also for this shelf, like I've done this a lot in this build, I think, and I'm pretty much going to do it moving forward, is kind of making custom frames for not just for like beds but for everything. Actually, like you could just put shelves so that you can put like custom frames for like your stuff. And then I kind of messed with the tool mod here, but I couldn't get it to work properly, so I feel like I'm going to cut a bunch of this out. But just know that I tried my best with the tool mod, but I just ended up with another mirror. Okay, so I cut it out, and right now you're seeing like a bunch of clutter, and I don't normally put this much clutter, but like I said, I've been inspired by them, so this is what I'm doing. I'm just adding a couple of plants and a couple of um like just some stuff that makes it look lived in. So I'm just adding like mugs and boxes and stuff like that, and I just love the attention to detail on this one. I have been so inspired to do this build, and I've actually made this like I think like 3 days ago. I've just had the time to actually um do the voiceover on this, so this is kind of a surprise to me also. I mean, not exactly a surprise. I made this build, but like, you know what I mean? Like sometimes when you build something and then you kind of forget the things that you put in there. So that's kind of what I'm experiencing right now because I'm just kind of winging this voiceover because I have made this quite a while back. By that I mean just like a couple of days ago, but I have very bad short-term memory, so you gotta bear with me. So I'm just trying to fill up the shelf that I made a bit, and then I'm just adding some more stuff on the walls just to kind of make it look more filled up. And then yeah, that's pretty much this first bedroom done. I just added another plant type thing over here, and then finally the tool mod was cooperating with me, so this kind of worked. I mean, the candlelight was a bit off, and that's just to be expected with like lights and stuff when you kind of scale them down or like move them up and down or whatever, but I feel like it kind of worked out pretty well. All right, now we're on to the dining area, which is kind of, I didn't expect to put an actual like big dining table in here, but we did it. So it's just a very simple dining area with, I initially wanted to put a mirror on there, but I just ended up putting a painting, which I think worked out pretty well. And then I was looking for some clutter to put on the table, and I ended up going with this like dessert type thing, and then another I think I end up putting like a salt pepper shaker towards the end after I do the kitchen area, I think. So that's what I did with this dining area. And then I'm just kind of playing with the layout a bit, and I added this upright piano, and it's my first time to actually like put an upright piano, I think, in any build that I've made. So I'm pretty happy about that. And then I'm just trying to like save this living room a little by putting some decor as well. And then I did this trick where it's kind of like a big column, so just so the piano is kind of like its own little nook, because this wall was looking a bit empty, so I kind of added a little detail on there. So that's what I did, and I ended up really liking it. Actually, I ended up changing that to like a brick wall eventually. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this one turned out. Really proud of this. And again, this is very much inspired by Karen and Connie, and that's probably gonna be the theme of my builds from now on, because I have been just obsessed with them lately. Like, I have binge watched all of their videos in like a week, probably less than a week actually. So that's what I've been up to these days. But I actually find that whoever sim that I watch the most influences what kind of content I make. I don't know if that's the same with you guys. Like, it influences so much, like how much I want to play The Sims and what I want to do with it. Like, for example, like I was obsessed with like Nixel and Lil Simsy for a while, and like actually more like the likes of Nixel, where they actually like play with the characters and get attached to the characters themselves. And when I was obsessed with those, like I did like a bunch of gameplay challenges, which is why I kind of stayed in live mode for a while. But now that I've been into builders and stuff like that, I've been obsessed with Freezer Bunny too, which is why I've been building a lot and I've been enjoying it so far. So I guess I'm just gonna go through phases in this channel, and for now I'm in a very much a builder space. So yeah, sorry if I'm losing my voice a bit, because I am so tired. I have been feeling a little bit under the weather, but I wanted to stay consistent because I've been kind of proud of myself lately, because I'm back to like posting at least like every 2 days, which is such an accomplishment for me, because I used to post every day, and then that changed to like once a week until it turned to like once every couple of months, and I just didn't want to do that. So I just wanted to be more consistent on this channel, and I'm really happy with myself about that. Also, speaking of things that I'm happy with, I'm really happy with how this kitchen turned out. Like, this long space is kind of like the dirty kitchen, although it's not really that dirty. But it's kind of like a separate space from the entire house. It's like, I mean, it's separated by an arch, but I think it's kind of like, I want to think of it as like an enclosed space where when you cook something, like it doesn't really affect the smell of the house, if that makes sense. And it's kind of extended a little bit with a counter space in the main area. So I'm really happy with how that turned out. And then this area I turned into an office space, and I'm really happy with this one too. This is again inspired by Karen and Connie. So this is kind of like a custom desk space. So there's like a lot of desk in there, but since you can't really use the computer with the counters, I made this little custom desk, like, and I just put it inside the counters, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense, but you can see it, so you can probably understand. So that's what I did, and then I kind of added to the cozy vibe by just putting again the Dream Home Decorator couch. You just have to deal with it for now. I'm gonna try and use other like sofas and stuff, but for now, we're gonna have to deal with that. And this is actually my dream like office space. And if I just had like this space like this in real life, I would probably do the same thing because, you know, I kind of want to separate my room from my like office space because whenever I'm just in my room and because right now the layout of my actual room in real life is just like my bed and then beside it is my desk because I have a very small room and we have a kind of small house, so there's not really a space for me to have like an actual office. So that's the situation. So whenever I'm in my office, quote unquote, which is like right beside my desk, I mean my bed, what am I talking about? I just want to lie down in my bed. So yeah. And one thing that I'm really proud of is this bathroom. It's kind of like a custom made shower. I mean, it's not really that separate. I mean, it looks like it's part of the same room, but it's actually like enclosed. So if anyone wants to use the toilet and somebody's in the shower, they can actually like go inside and use the toilet and not have the person taking a shower be embarrassed. So I love it. And I actually love the little detail and how it looks like it's a sliding shower, even though it's really not. It's just literally like a sliding door and just a window. Again, very much inspired by Karen and Connie. I'm going to keep saying that because I don't want you guys to come at me in the comments. While I'm at it, actually, like I've been so inspired by them that I have like kind of adapted their format for tours in the end of the builds because I feel like that's such a great way to actually like showcase your build aside from like screenshots because with screenshots you can't really like see the layout of the build, if that makes sense. Like with this format, you're gonna see it later. I feel like you can just bring the person watching it into the build itself. You know what I mean? So if you watch their videos, you know what I'm talking about. But if you don't, then first of all, you're missing out. Second, you're going to see it later. So yeah. So this one, I kind of wanted this to be kind of like a garage. Not really a garage, but it's kind of like a mudroom converted into a bedroom. And a lot of it has been cut out. And that is not intentional. Like I was so proud of how I decorated this too. So I was so pissed when I found out that my OBS wasn't recording when I built this room. So yeah, you're not gonna see me decorating that part. But basically there's just a bunk bed in there and then just a desk, and then I just decorated a bit and kind of made it a teens room. So you could fit technically 4 Sims in here. Like there are 4 bed spaces, but there's only 1 bathroom, so you might have difficulties with that, but you can always add or anything if you want to. So yeah, and now I am just decorating the outside, and again, this is not my strong suit, but I tried my best with this one, and I'm using Better Built By for like more organized debugs so I can see debug better. And I'm just basically looking for cars over here because I wanted to put a car right here, and I think I went through like a bunch of different cars, but I ended up going with I think a pickup in the end. I'm not sure, but again, pretty happy with how this one turned out. I could still use a bit of like lessons in landscaping, but so far I feel like I'm improving and I'm pretty happy with how everything's like panning out for me build wise. So yeah, I hope you don't mind that I'm cutting out a bit of like it's kind of like a huge chunk of the build of the outside because a lot of it is just me scrolling through the catalog, but you pretty much see anyway what I do in the end. So that's pretty much it. I mean, this video is coming into an end, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed making this build. If you want to download this build, it's on the gallery. My name is just plumtownie on there, so be sure to check that out. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please give it a like if you did, subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. There's a bit of more footage in the end, but I'm gonna stop the voiceover right here because I'm losing my voice. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.